Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're back.
Yes, sir.
Sports is back. Colin's back. Matt's here. Let's do it. How you been, dude?
I'm stressed, bro. I'm stressed.
We're all stressed. How's the good stuff?
You mean the reviews? They're good. Moon Knight review just dropped a little bit ago if you want to check that out.
Nice. I like that. I'm debating currently whether or not I will stay up. Is the first episode worth staying up for?
Debatable. That's debatable. I guess that's the best way to put it. I mean, depends on how you feel, but I mean, people who are expecting it to be that first big push, who knows? Maybe they give you guys 2 tonight. If they give 2, then yes.
There's no way they're giving us 2.
I mean, you never know. They are only about 40 minutes, so it's highly possible. You never know. They gave WandaVision 2.
They did do WandaVision 2. That's true.
So, I mean, I hope for the best for you guys because that first episode is it's a real mind trick.
Well, that's cool. That's kind of what I'm looking for. You know, Moon Knight's not really like, if you've read the source material, you know, it's not really showbiz. You know, it's not. It's more like feels more like you're maybe like Zodiac. You know, like more darker, slower tone.
No, I agree. 100%.
But we are not here to talk about Moon Knight. That can be done on many other shows on this illustrious channel. We are here to talk about this stuff on this side of the room.
Yes.
Of my wall. Sports. Talking about sports balls today. First up, well, let's just run through what we're going to talk about. We got NFL. It's been absolutely berserkers. I'm surprised that actually, I'm not surprised because I know Matt, but I do have a question for Matt when we get to this point. We're going to start with the NFL. It's been absolutely insane. And then we're going to get into a little March Madness. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Been pretty maddening. There's been no money won by any human being. I hear actually every single human being has actually received their returns on their brackets because no one did well. And it was just like a joint human effort. We all met in the dreamscape one night and we said, we're just going to cancel this, right? Because nobody did great. If you did great, you're a psychopath and you should probably be checked into a psych ward next to Joker and the Riddler at Arkham. And 3, we're going to go with the NBA. This playoff push. Dude, it's April in 2 days, and that's when the playoffs start.
Yeah, we got about 2 weeks.
Nikes.
2 weeks away from playoffs.
It's crazy, and which is really like a week and a half, barely 2 weeks from the play-in tournament. Which we have so many things to talk about. So many. Last time we were here, basketball teams were good. Now they're fucking terrible. Like
our teams.
Fucking wild, right?
Injuries are a bitch, aren't they? But we'll get there.
No, but you know who's consistently shit? The Lakers. And God bless you for it. What would we do without you?
Just want to say, these 2 people called it as much as I didn't want it to be true.
I called the hell out of this.
Because we're like, Westbrook ain't going to work.
I told all of y'all.
I was with you. I
told y'all this wasn't going to work. The AARP Lakers were never going to work. LeBron James, y'all can tell me. I was listening to Bill Simmons today. This man was saying he has a hard time putting LeBron James on 3rd team All-NBA because he's currently 10th seeded. Like, so you tell me there aren't 15 dudes.
Best seasons in NBA history.
I know, but he's not on it. Like, it's so hard. It's that we can talk about this later, but I'd love to talk about the discussion between Jokic and Embiid for the MVP because it's clearly coming down to those 2 guys. Yeah. It's been coming to this head for a while. We can talk about that. But NFL, holy crap. So much has happened. So many things have come undone, been redone, been undone. It's crazy. Let's start at the top. We can just walk the first thing back. Tom Brady's back in the NFL. Shocker, 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 shocker. Who was surprised? Nobody. Not this guy. Like, the fact that Tampa Bay made no hints of moves or anything, there were no splashes. It was, let's just wait for Tom. Now, my dad, the deranged lunatic that he is, was like, they're going to get Aaron Rodgers. I was like, Dad, I'll give you 2 teams. He picked the Packer. No. He picked the Buccaneers and another team. Oh no. Here's what it was. I picked the Packers and the Broncos, and I said you get all other 30 teams. He'll be on either the Packers or the Broncos. You can have other 30 teams.
Yeah.
You owe me lunch, Dad. You still owe me lunch.
Oh, you're a great son for that.
I'm the best. I will climb right back for that sushi and sake on a Friday. Can't wait for it. On to, I mean, we got no thoughts on that, right? But the thought that really prevails from that is, holy shit, they traded Davante Adams. Like, what is happening?
It's been a shipping
Brown do for you. We'll get to that later. It's been like the UPS man has been on delivery service. Like,
it's been insane.
I would love to know the numbers from NFLshop.com of how many Packers fans were like, I was on the fence about a Davante jersey. And the second Aaron Rodgers signed, they were like, this is the moment. Click, clacky, clacky. And 3 days later, surprise, motherfuckers. You're going to Vegas.
See, can I be honest? When it comes to we'll talk about the Davante one. It didn't shock me whatsoever. And I know you and I talked about this a little bit because last offseason, what two players were talking about how they would love to play with each other so much.
Freaking Bulldogs of Fresno State. Let's run that thing back, boys.
They kept talking about let's run it back. Let's see what we can do at the NFL level. Davante kept saying it'd be a dream to play with Derek, and Derek kept saying it would be a dream to play for Davante. So you're like, one of two things is happening. Aaron is leaving and forcing a trade to some other team, or Davante's leaving. And it turns out Davante didn't want to deal with COVID-ridden Aaron anymore.
I don't blame him.
No,
I want stability.
Exactly.
If I'm a receiver, I look around and I see all the unstable guys that perform like me. Guess what I know Davante Adams is? He's stable. Mm-hmm. He's like a grilled cheese.
He plays
like
well with any
grilled
quarterback.
Cheese you could ever have. Mm-hmm. You know exactly what you're going to get. The cheese is going to be melting out the middle. You're going to have a great time. You might burn your tongue. There might be a drop. Who knows? But he's relevant to go for an average of $145 a week. Mm-hmm. And I think Derek Carr will work his ass off to get him that football. So now
he's also going to be playing with some of the best receivers. Renfro, they're going to have
Jacobs
Waller,
the biggest bump of any running back in the offseason, in my opinion.
Yes.
Teams were definitely able to scheme. They were like, oh, yeah, Josh Jacobs is going to get the ball. Shocking. Now Derek Carr can start throwing goal line balls to him, pulling a linebacker off, freeing up one more extra line for him to cut through.
Yep.
I think that's huge. It makes me wish I still had him in fantasy.
God, I love the move from the fact that, man, the Chiefs just aren't the best team in the division, arguably, anymore. That division is just stacked.
It's so close to it's so hard to rank them.
Yes.
Until after the draft, because I need to see what KC does with all these picks that they have right now.
Some people have been saying Olave.
They did their damnedest to move up.
Yeah.
Moving up for Drake London. Drake London would be the perfect answer. I mean, as much as I don't want to sit here and freaking
I think we'll go after a speed guy personally. You look at
Drake London. That's the thing. Drake London is a speed guy, and he's 6'4". He still ran like a 4.5 40. Like I get he's not like game breaking speed, but when you combine 6'4" with that, you're looking at Calvin Johnson type shit, and that's something I'd still like to flirt with. And if they don't have to give up everything and they can still take other shots at guys later, those tinier guys that sneak through, those mid-major college guys, much like Tyreek Hill was, and you can find a diamond in the rough, which Andy Reid is so akin to do, it's going to be hard to really count the Chiefs out. Like you're not going to sway me to that. The Chiefs aren't in it still.
No, I'm not saying they're not in it. I'm just saying
but you're saying they're not the best team, or
my point I was getting to is that division itself is you can't say who the best team is.
Oh no, it's a total 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B type thing right now. And right now, until the Chiefs are dethroned, the Chiefs are in a 1A, 1B with the Raiders because the Raiders have been competitive. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not sold on Russell Wilson. I will sit here and I will say it. I have to see it. He still has to get these dudes the ball, and he's got probably the best offensive line he's played with them since a Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
Probably, or the trip to the Super Bowl where they lost to the Patriots. Probably best since then.
Yeah.
No DK, but you can translate that to Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy and Tim Patrick and the tight end who Noah Fant. No. They traded Noah Fant. They traded Noah Fant. Oh, well, see, that was one thing where I was like, if he had Noah Fant, like Noah Elephant, let's go.
Yeah.
That'd be nuts. But I got a sad girlfriend. She's a Seahawks fan. A's fan. She lost Russell Wilson, Matt Chapman, and Matt Olson. Like it's just
you gained one of the Matt
Olson. But at least she can like put on a different fonted A hat and be like, oh, okay, go Matt Olson, yay.
But no, I mean, I'm just, hey, tell her she might have Baker Mayfield.
I wouldn't wish that upon anyone.
Okay. Here, before we get to that, I'll let you go at him real quick, Colin, because I know you want to. Like, look at the screen. Go at him.
I mean, what about him? We're doing all right. We got Marcus Williams setting up fine. The only thing we couldn't do was secure Zadarius Smith.
We're talking to what's his name, who got cut.
We're talking to Bobby Wagner.
There we go.
Big. Brought back Michael Pierce, and first pick in the draft, I'm hoping is Tyler Linderman. Is that his name?
Yeah, Linderbaum,
the center out of Iowa. It's my hopes and dreams. May they forever come true.
I mean, y'all might get lucky and have one of those tackles fall to you. So, like, why not?
Cross would be nice. I like Cross.
Who's the one?
I like the one from Mississippi State.
Who's the one from Alabama? Because he keeps
Evan Neal? Hey, yeah. Evan Neal ain't falling to me, but we got a lot of picks. Hey, this was the year to trade up. This would be it.
I'm just saying, looking at all of those teams, how all the quarterbacks are now shooting up draft boards, and there's a lot of QB needy teams there, and it seems like Travon Walker's in talks to go, or is a possibility to go one, which completely shakes up the draft, because then you still got your Kevon Thibodeau, you still got your Aiden Hutchinson, Garrett Wilson is supposedly going to go in the first. You got Sauce Gardner. You're looking at 2 QBs. There's a good chance.
I'm hoping Stingley falls. If Stingley falls, we're in business.
But my point is, you got a good chance those top linemen can fall to you.
Yeah, now you're not there to snatch them.
Yeah, now we're not there to snatch them.
That was my favorite part of that trade.
So we weren't gonna go linemen. I can tell you that from people I've talked to. They were looking at receiver and defensive line. So
we're still looking at. I'm looking at a mock draft from Walter Football. We're looking at Aiden Hutchinson 1, Trayvon Walker 2, Derek Stingley 3, Kayvon Thibodeau 4, Evan Neal 5.
To who?
The Giants.
I mean, new GM. They could be just
Panthers go Kenny Pickett. Giants again go Sauce Gardner. Drake London at 8 to the Falcons. That would be sick. 9, Ikem Ekwonu from North Carolina State, who I'm pretty sure
he's shooting up boards.
He's shooting up boards. See, who is it? McShay and Mel Kiper said that he was his number 1 prospect. Yeah. Charles Cross, number 10. Kyle Hamilton, number 11. That'd be a huge steal at number 11. Carl Laftis from Purdue, number 12 to the Vikings. 13, Garrett Wilson to the Texans. 14, Trent McDuffie to the Ravens. I got cornerbacks. I got lots of them. We can talk about Deshaun Watson. You can go ahead.
Oh God. Okay. Can I talk about the other trade first?
My quarterback contract negotiation.
Oh yeah, that's the one good thing to come out of this trade.
You totally fucked that whole thing.
Yeah. Because apparently the Ravens GM was outspoken about how we gave him that contract. It was early. There's something I saw earlier today. someone from the Ravens organization was not happy that we guaranteed all that money. And it's like, that's because you got a quarterback who needs a contract extension and is his own negotiator. So now he sees that contract and he's licking his chops.
This is facts.
But no, first off, I do want to say I am not a fan of the trade from a personal standpoint, my morals. I get it from a football standpoint, but from a personal standpoint, I was very against the trade. He's going to need all that guaranteed money to pay off all those women because he definitely did something. And I get that there's a lot of scrutiny to go around on all sides, like the fact that the lawyer for all the women is the neighbor of the McNairs, the fact that nothing came up until Deshaun wanted a trade, and then all of a sudden, I get that that's a thing, but 22 women aren't lying. Now, could all 22 of them not be telling the truth also? Yes, but I still believe the women more than I do Deshaun. And I listened and watched that press conference last week, and I just felt somber.
Hey, bro, you don't plead the fifth that many times.
Bro,
right. Plead the fifth a lot.
Mm-hmm. Like and I don't know if you saw today, but one of his depositions leaked partly, and Fox 8 News here in Cleveland covered it or showed some of that video.
Hey, Ravens got Morgan Moses too. Y'all need to quit.
Yeah. So I mean, I was not a fan of that trade, and then I was not a fan of days later when Tyreek Hill became available. Browns fans were like,
"Oh right."
They're like, trade your future. I'm like, no, we're not the Rams. And my dad said it best. He's like, he's like, oh yeah, you already traded for one abuser. You might as well trade for another at that point. Yeah. That tells you where this household stands on the trade. But I was much more happy with the other trade that we made, which looks like a steal now. You have to admit that. The Amari Cooper trade, which looks like a freaking steal compared, like, see what happened with Devontae Adams and then Tyreek, what they went for, and it's like, wow, we got Amari Cooper, who's arguably a top 10, top 15 receiver, and we got him for essentially a fourth or a fifth, and a pick swap. And a pick swap, like, I'll take it. That's a steal. So I'm here for it. Granted, we have a second, 2/3 to work with, and our other fourth is a part of the Deshaun Watson deal. So our pick cabinet's looking a little bit bare this year compared to what it was supposed to be, but I'm really vibing with what the Browns are doing so far from a football standpoint, although I'm still not happy about the Deshaun Watson trade. I was really looking forward to seeing Garrett Wilson in brown and orange.
Yeah, just to highlight some other signings and trades, going to run through these quickly. Lyle Collins signing a 3-year deal.
That's big for our division.
That's huge for our division.
That hurts Colin and I so much.
Yeah, Robert Woods gets traded to the Titans for a 6th-round pick. That might be the best wide receiver trade of the offseason.
Yeah, but he's coming off an ACL tear, which is why it's like
6th. That's just insane to me. Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston signed with the Falcons and Saints, respectively. Matt Ryan gets traded to Indianapolis
for Toby Barkwell,
3rd-round pick. Jamison Crowder signs with the Buffalo Bills.
Julio Jones cut.
Yeah, Julio Jones gets cut, still doesn't have a team, comes to the Ravens. Pat Ricard signs a 3-year deal with the Ravens. That's the only reason I brought that up. Let's go to, where was the other one? Zadarius Smith, after having a deal with the Ravens, backs out of that deal after he sees the Von Miller deal and then signs a similar deal with the Vikings. McCaffrey converted some salary into signing bonus that cleared up like $5 million.
Yeah.
Daniel Hunter did the same. Where is another one? Tyreek Hill. The trade was a 1st-round pick this year, a 2nd-round pick this year, a 4th-round pick this year. It's just absolutely insane. And then Tyreek turns around and signs a 4-year, $120 million contract extension.
Yeah. I know Joseph Burrows is happy. Our key fantasy football, I undersell every trade guy in our league.
absolutely. Ronald Jones signing with the Kansas City Chiefs. And today,
Valdez Scatling signing with
yeah,
the Chiefs.
MVS signs with the Chiefs as well. Today, Jabril Peppers signed with the Patriots. Any other NFL news before we?
The Browns signed the Seattle starting center Ethan Pochik.
Yeah,
today.
It's a good signing. Like that.
People are like, "Oh, what does that mean for Nick Harris?" It means he's going to have to compete for the job, and he's cheaper.
Well, we're going to probably take a pause on the NFL until the NFL draft, unless there are any other big
and
news.
I think we're going to do a draft special like we did last year.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Next up, folks, we are going into a little bit of
Buck. Connor stays in AZ.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then AZ also loses every other key free agent they have. Anyways,
on to March Madness, which has been mad as hell. It's been maddening. Look at those two. Look at those two studs. Absolutely turning their program around after a devastating loss at home on Coach K's last game at Cameron Indoor, and then losing to Virginia Tech in the Barclays Center in the ACC tournament. This Duke team is for real and is coming for the national championship, folks.
Coach
If
K's
you
going
want to
out
come
on
at
top.
this team, you better have someone to stop 1-5 in the middle. Mark Williams, he's unstoppable. He did a move the other night that looked like Dirk. He did a one-footed step back, and all of the announcers just were silent because they're like, he hasn't done that all year. Are you saying this guy can do it? And then NBA draft Twitter was like showing replays of this over and over and over again. Can this guy do this? Did he just ascend to a top 5 draft pick overnight with one move that he has yet to do since? But this Duke team has 5 to 7 NBA players on it right now.
Yeah.
And it is insane. But we have the biggest college basketball game of all time. I wish that was hyperbole. It's not hyperbole. North Carolina and Duke are playing each other in the NCAA tournament for the first time ever in the Final Four. And it could be Coach K's last game if North Carolina wins. It just has so much on top of it. It is the first year since Roy Williams has left. You got freaking Herbie has just done an incredible job over there with North Carolina. That pains me to say as a Duke fan, but North Carolina is not the same team they were even a month ago when they beat Duke, and they have just ascended into a dirty, just grind out team that went through one of the dirtiest games in NCAA tournament history against Baylor, and then all they had to do was beat poor St. Peter's to get to the Final Four. Holy Christmas. This stuff has been insane.
Yeah.
St. Peter's, what a run. They beat Purdue. They beat Kentucky. They beat Murray State. They just couldn't beat North Carolina. That is a hell of a run for a school like that. And hats off to them because that was incredible stuff and kept America entertained. All you other number 1 seeds,
they're out.
Disgraceful. Baylor, I get it. You were injured. Arizona, I give you a little bit of the doubt. You had a tough division, and you had a first-year head coach. Arizona will be back. Gonzaga, I got nothing for y'all.
I stopped watching after UCLA was helped by the refs when Akron was about to upset them because there was a lot of BS calls at the end of that game.
BS calls in every game.
Yeah. This is one of the worst. This is some of the worst officiating I've ever seen. But I'm still mad about Enrique Freeman just swatting air and being called for a foul and things like that because it's just are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was rough.
Because I know you and Toby. I told you and Toby to watch the game while I was watching it, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, this is sad because they were handling business, which is not something you expected to see from a small school like Akron against UCLA. Which, by the way, good for Akron because they're a super young team, and that means they could be doing some damage over the next couple of years.
All right, let's talk about the other game on the other side first. Villanova, Kansas. Got stars. You got Colin Gillespie. You got I can't McCormick on Kansas. You got I can't even say his name. Ajobi. I think probably just absolutely butchering that. But Kansas is deep. Villanova's deep. This is blue blood territory. This is what you want. I mean, I don't know what else this tournament could have given us. Cinderellas, bad officiating, and the blue bloods of all blue bloods in the Final Four. You got 4 schools here who all legitimately think they have a real shot at winning this.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That usually doesn't happen. There's usually one team that got to the Final Four. It's like, we got this far. We're sorry. It's usually like BCU or some shit like that. This is different. You got 4 schools here that can legitimately compete. Remy Martin, Agabaji, and Jalen Wilson, Dejuan Harris. I mean, I just go through this list of dudes that I used to look up on like ESPN 300s, and I'm like, shit, this is crazy. Like, all these dudes are still here, and Kansas is probably going to have a rough stretch with Villanova. I'm not gonna lie, this is going to be a tough game. I think this is going to be.
You got to remember, Villanova lost that guard who's averaging 15 points a game to a torn Achilles.
That's fine. Villanova's wild, but I think they can make up 8 of those points. I just think that defense is still locked down. You're probably right. Kansas by 5.
It's going to be a close one and a tough one. And
Definitely
that's
gonna be a close one.
This weekend, right?
Oh yeah, it's Saturday night, baby. It's on. Because then after that, the granddaddy of them all, put it in the fucking Rose Bowl, baby. Duke versus North Carolina. This is gonna be insane, dude.
I'm really looking forward to it, honestly.
Oh my god!
I might actually watch it.
I got like an IV to keep me sane stuck in my arm. I got to stay busy the next few days. I don't have a single sporting event except one Friday night between then and now. To work. I'm just like, oh boy, how many games of Fortnite can keep me entertained between now and then? It might need to be a lot. This is just
Colin will be a level 100 by the end of the week.
Oh my god, I'll have Doctor Strange within 2 days. Let's go. Okay. Who's your pick?
I'm picking Duke because I'm a Coach K fan. I want to see him going on top. And Paulo Banchero is just fantastic.
Let's go. Mark Williams is going to go for a double-double. Jeremy Roach is going to have a double-double. And AJ Griffin is going to have at least 15 points. Paulo, sing to me, baby. He's the real deal. He's the real deal. He started making wise decisions late in that game, and he went like 4 of 6 from 3 the other night. Like, come on, man. Like, if he was going like 4 of 11 from 3, I'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. But he's going like 4 of 6. And he's passing up shots. He's letting dudes come in. He's taking his time, doing his thing. Duke wins. Coach K moves on to the national championship to face Bill Self and the Kansas Jayhawks on Monday night, which means we have to make a pick. Duke wins the national championship.
Duke's winning for me.
Let's go.
I think Paulo's a little bit too much for Kansas to overcome.
He's a lot. And so is Mark Williams. Okay. NBA.
So mine and Colin's teams have kind of fallen apart due to injury.
Sorry, I thought they canceled the NBA season. That was the news I got. Are we not going to talk about winning time? I thought that's why we came to talk about the NBA.
Yo, winning time. I can't. Booker is not for MVP. Shut up, Buck.
Booker is first team All NBA. He is not going to win MVP, much akin to the 2017 Warriors, where Steph Curry nor Kevin Durant got top 5 MVP voting. So you can have a great team, but you can't have everything, buddy. You're going to have all NBA players. You're going to have first team All NBA for Devin Booker, and you're going to have second team All NBA for Chris Paul, and you're going to be happy with that. And you're probably going to go to the finals, and you're probably going to win because there's statistics that I've been looking up that have proven that you guys are just when you are 9 games clear of the next best team, which I'm pretty sure they still are right now. It might be 8 today. Pretty sure it's 9. You're going to win the finals. You are just that much better than everybody else. So tune in, tune out, drop in, sit back, and explode. Because this is going to be fun if you're a Suns fan. For everyone else, it's going to be fucking miserable.
Yeah, the rookie of the year sprained their ankle last night. So
at least it's just an ankle sprain.
Yeah, But like, we lost
Right
Jared
now-
Allen to a broken finger a few weeks ago, and the rookie of the year goes with the sprained ankle last night. So we have like no help in the front. Or we're going to be leaning on Moses Brown and Ed Davis. At least you still have Klay Thompson and Draymond to work with.
Yeah, well, Draymond has not played good basketball at all. And he has admitted he has not played good basketball.
Yeah.
He does not. I don't think he remembers how to play good basketball right now.
Yeah. But you still have Klay. And you have Jordan Poole. Yeah.
Pool party.
So, like, I'm just like, we just got Darius Garland, DG the PG. And, like, right now, I guess we got Karis LeVert, too, because he's been playing well as a starter. But it's just, we got Luka tomorrow, and that's going to be tough. And we're probably going to have to sign Moses Brown for the rest of the season. So it'll be interesting because we have an open roster spot. But with
we didn't talk about the NFL overtime rule change.
Oh, we can close. We can do that at last.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and break down the playoff standings as they lie. The play-in tournament for the East, currently Charlotte and Atlanta playing in the 9-10 matchup. Cleveland and Brooklyn playing in the 7-8 matchup.
So it's going to be Brooklyn finishes 7 and Cleveland finishes 8.
No, but I would lose more games.
Yeah, I would too.
We
probably are going to lose.
Probably are going to lose more games. But are the Nets going to win any more games? The Nets have really not been like
the Nets are away for a lot of their games coming up, so the Nets are going to win a few more.
Well, Kyrie was going to play at home anyways because he's back.
No, that doesn't start until the playoffs.
But he got his first home points the other night.
Did he? Because last I saw,
he got his first home points. The whole place lost his fucking mind when he scored a free throw the other night. Tempo. Hey, no, stop that.
Tempo's like, I do what I want.
Hey, stop that shit. Ow.
Oh, he is starting tonight. Yep. All right. He's playing at home again. Cool. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be rough. I'm just I look at Brooklyn's schedule, and Brooklyn is just like, we are gonna do whatever the fuck we want. And they got Detroit tonight, which is an easy dub. Then they got Milwaukee next, followed by Atlanta. So 2 back-to-back tougher games. And then Atlanta again, the Rockets, the Knicks, us, and the Pacers. So Brooklyn's going to win some games. Like, Brooklyn is going to win some games. Us, on the other hand, we got the Mavericks tomorrow, New York Saturday. The Mavericks tomorrow, Atlanta Thursday, New York Saturday, Philadelphia on Sunday, the Magic, Brooklyn, and Milwaukee. It is very realistic that Cleveland wins one more game to go out for the rest of the regular season.
That'd be wild, dude.
But granted, it would be because of injuries, and there's nothing you can do about those. It sucks, but it's true. So
Warriors have Suns tomorrow, Jazz both at home, at the Kings, Lakers at home, Spurs on Saturday, April 9th, and regular season finale is at the Pelicans, April 10th.
You forgot Phoenix tomorrow.
I said Phoenix.
Sorry. Yeah. So yeah. So y'all are probably gonna lose some games also. But you guys had more. You guys had more.
We go 4-2. You can go 3-3 in that span and still be the 4 seed.
Right. You'll be fine.
I don't want to play the fucking Nuggets, bro. I don't want to play that guy.
No, you might be playing Utah though.
That's fine. That's fine. Draymond Green would step the fuck up to shut Rudy Gobert down. He say they call me the French dispatch, bitch, but to send your ass home.
Fair.
Got him. I don't even like Rudy Gobert that much.
I get
I
it.
think he's soft. There, I said
I mean, he is. Just remember, he caused COVID in the NBA. Oh!
He didn't cause it. He just started the trend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about the Warriors because until Steph comes back, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
And we don't know when he's coming back. That's the thing.
He's coming back.
I said we don't know when he's coming back. He is coming back.
Coming back I bet he'll come back by game 3 of the first series.
I think he'll be back by game 1, personally.
I say game 3.
Yeah. But I think the Warriors know we've locked up a playoff spot. Let's play it safe and just ride with it. We play where we play. But Boston surging to number 1 in the East, and now they're back they're back to 4. They're like 1 through 4 in the East is just like, hey, we're gonna fight for that first position for the next.
Yeah, because nobody wants to play each other. Nobody wants to play those other teams down there that were like nobody wants to be the team that has to play Brooklyn, like at all. It's wild what they're jostling for. But you brought up the East. Let's talk about the MVP. I think it's coming down to 2 players. For me, it's Jokic and it's Embiid.
It's Embiid to me.
It's Embiid. And it's Embiid completely because of his record, their record, the way he plays.
And he didn't have a star player next to him for the majority of this season.
Hell no. He was doing this shit by himself, dog. He was doing this shit with Steph Curry and Tyrese Maxey.
And see, that's my thing.
I love Tyrese Maxey, but come on.
Here's my thing. So I always laugh when people are like, well, look at the West. They always have better standings. And I'm like, that's why people say the West is strong. I'm like, but to me, that would mean you have the worst standings, or that you have the worst conference because you're so top heavy. Because you're playing all these teams that are bottom feeders. And that's why I always hated that the West is king and the East isn't argument. You know what I mean?
Well, it kind of was.
In the finals.
The issue wasn't with records; it was with star power.
I know, but
star power.
My thing is, I had people
that was because Kevin Durant was in the West for the first damn near 11, 12 years of his career, and then he kind of evens that out. Him and Giannis both in the East, but then LeBron goes West as well, and it's just like, it's chaos, and it's so hard for nothing's. We haven't had a stable, star pool, right? I mean, the only star that moves around that stayed in the same conference was Kyrie.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Kawhi went east to west.
Kawhi didn't have a say in the move east, though. That's the thing. So it was.
Well, you went west to east to west. Sorry, I forgot about the first move.
Yeah.
I was talking about the move to the Clippers.
Yeah.
Disregarding the Spurs move. God, this is just so frustrating to. All these players, it's just going to be madness, man, because you don't know. You have no idea what teams are going to show up. This is the NBA. 2 months ago, I was like, DeMar DeRozan's the MVP.
Right.
Right? It was absolutely insane. DeMar went on a 2-week run that was absolutely bonkers.
Unmatched.
Yeah. And no one's talking about. What's wild is no one's talking about the Celtics. I feel like no one's talking about the Celtics, and they made this quiet rise up. But guess what? Jason Tatum is playing an all NBA first or second team level forward, and has a shot to make first team.
Yes, he does.
Real shot.
Did you see that
Duke wave? I think this is for Coach K. I think he's doing this for K, and this is all him. And I love. Did you see the video of Deuce Tatum, his son, smacking Marcus Smart on the ass the other night in the middle of the game? Marcus Smart is trying to inbound the ball, and Deuce goes up and smacks him on the ass. And he's like, I knew it was Deuce. Ain't nobody else going to do that to me in the middle of the game than except a 3-year-old kid. Come on, y'all. And you can see it. They got 3 angles of him just smacking his ass. And you're like, this guy's just having. Is Lonzo Ball coming back this season?
Yeah.
I think he is.
I think he'll come back the week right before the playoffs.
You should come back. Well, hey, Matt, not. That's next week.
Yeah, it is.
Next week.
Yeah.
Because the last week of the regular season, the last game of the regular season's in 11, damn near 10 days.
Lonzo's not banned from ESPN, just LeVar.
Yeah, just LeVar. Which LeVar has been making plenty of appearances during March Madness because LaMelo is in an AT&T commercial.
Yep.
And then LeVar shows up at the end of commercial and just is so LeVar. I love it. The whole like extended universe of AT&T commercials, incredible stuff. They've somehow got Zoe Deschanel and Rosario Dawson and LaMelo Ball all wrapped up in it. And I'm impressed. So I did have my grandpa ask me the other day, the Capital One commercial with all the regulars and Jennifer Gardner in the commercial. My grandfather asked me, did that woman play basketball? And I was like, Pop, that's Jennifer Gardner. Like, she was married to Ben Affleck. Like, she was once a very prominent actress, and now she does Capital One commercials.
Hey, we all got to make money somehow.
Hey, man, you know what's in your wallet?
Yeah.
Okay. NBA, it's coming. The draft. That'll be wild. Everyone's eyes will be on NCAA this weekend. You know, it's like the last week of the regular season and teams are jostling for position. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be great. This is the time where basketball really starts to take over. And next week is the time when all your friends who you haven't heard from, who have NBA teams, will be coming out of the woodwork to root for said teams.
Yeah.
This is the week where everything comes like, oh, the playoffs are coming. Then the play-in tournament and all that stuff. It's only our third season of the play-in tournament. So,
second. This is second, I thought.
No, because we had it in the bubble.
Okay, sorry. I keep forgetting the bubble was a thing.
Yeah. So we had it in the bubble. I keep forgetting that we had it in the bubble too. But yeah.
But that was the test of it. That was like, we're just going to try it like this and
But
see
it
what
counted.
happens. And
Still counts. As the Lonely Island once said.
No. They didn't have it in the bubble because they based it off of each team played like 5 games, and that helped finalize the standings.
Buck, talk dirty to me, baby. Talk dirty. Let's go. World Series champs, Atlanta Braves. Trading away, or not trading away, just letting fucking Freddie Freeman do whatever he wants, I guess. You don't want your MVP. The part that hurts the most is that he won't be there on opening day to get his ring. And as a lifelong Braves fan to another lifelong Brave, Freddie Freeman, that fucking sucks. And that's on you.
Yeah, but he'll get his own ring day when they come to town.
Yeah, and when he becomes the new Kevin Durant. That's my hot take. He's the new Kevin Durant.
I got no opinion. I don't follow baseball.
Well, you could be a Guardian now. So
Cubs were always my team, so
they got Seiyu Suzuki. That guy's nuts.
Yeah.
Albert Pujols back with the Cardinals, coming back.
No, he said this is his last season. I did pay attention to that. He said this is his last season.
Can somebody ban him from the chat, please? Mods, please take care of this. Execute, chop on. Well, it's not like it matters. Like, Matt Olson's a statistically improvement, is an improvement over Freddie Freeman. He had 7 more bombs than he did last season, and he's better with runners in scoring position. So it took me. Look, I just didn't need the Matt Olson news to come first. Like, am I genuinely excited that Matt Olson is now my first baseman?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. He's 6'5", 239, and he hits the shit out of the ball, and he sends that bitch yard. Like, I'm so excited. But Freddie Freeman's been my dude. Like, that was my guy. Like, that was like Atlanta's Kobe Bryant for baseball. Like, the guy was going to be there forever. Like, he defined Atlanta baseball. He was the next Chipper Jones, you know? He was that kind of stardom status. But he was better than Chipper Jones, in my opinion, when it came to hitting the baseball. Wait, Buck, what wasn't my worst take? I've had so many in the last 3 minutes.
He was talking about being Kevin Durant.
That's right. That's right. He's a snake. And it's Chelsea Freeman's fault. It's all Chelsea Freeman's fault. We did get Kenley Jansen. That was so lit waking up, oh man, seeing the Kenley Jansen news, that guy is so dope. I hope he strikes. If Kenley Jansen strikes Freddie Freeman out, I will have an out-of-body experience that I cannot explain. It's great. I usually never really had a problem with the Dodgers until my mom married a Giants fan. And now it's just like, I just can't. And we just keep playing you guys in the NLCS. So until that stops, it's on. And it's going to be fun. And it's an arms race. And this is going to be sick because the Braves are fucking loaded. Oh, and did anybody forget? We're getting back Ronald Acuna. Won a World Series without objectively one of the top 3 players in baseball. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy. Yo, if I go double dipping, if the Braves win the the Braves won the World Series. They already did that. But if Duke wins the national championship, I will be the most unbearable son of a bitch to be around. If I'm not already. Like, holy shit.
Hey, your South Carolina won the national championship also. Don't forget that.
Dude, Duke and the Warriors won the title in the same year one year, and I was miserable to be around to watch basketball. I was the worst person in the world.
You're not acknowledging your South Carolina women's team? That's what I'm.
They all hadn't happened. Like, we are.
I know. I'm just talking about if Duke wins.
They are going to fucking destroy anyone that steps in their path. Aaliyah Boston is a generational basketball talent. She is better than Asia Wilson, and I think Asia Wilson is was the best athlete to ever come through South Carolina. But Aaliyah Boston is bonkers. Apparently, during the offseason, she spent a week at Tim Duncan's house. And was just like, I'm going to learn from Tim Duncan. Paying off. She's averaging a double-double in the tournament. They're crazy. Basketball's crazy. Football's crazy. Baseball's crazy. It's all crazy. Soccer's crazy right now, too. The USA just doesn't have to lose by 6 points to Puerto Rico or Panama. It was Panama. And then we're in the World Cup. So, guys, just don't fuck up. That'd be great.
Okay. All right, let's talk about this this new ruling and finish out how you want to finish out and get out of here.
Okay. So, new ruling, NFL overtime rules, postseason only.
For the time being, that was the key word there.
Sure, that's with any rule. We had that one fucking defensive pass interference challenging rule for like 18 games, and then they were like, no, well, this is stupid. Duh. Okay. So we're not really going to see the implications.
That was the issue. People abused that one.
It really did. It was like, really did.
If they didn't abuse it, we'd still have it, which I think we still do need it. Like, if you look at some of the missed calls.
We need a
Sky Judge.
We need upstairs ability to review them. That there needs to be somebody reviewing those types of interactions that has the ability to step in and say, you guys need to look at this like VAR in soccer. Like in VAR in soccer for the Premier League, like fucking Pep Guardiola can't be like, oh, it's a fucking handball. Like he can't like throw a red flag because he thinks it's a handball. Like, right. No. Like the ref acknowledges they're going to look at it and they move on and keep playing. And then they come back with the ruling. So it's something similar to that, I think, would work. But in this case, talking about overtime.
See,
season only. We're not going to see. Let me explain the rules first. We're not going to see this until a postseason game. So it's going to be very hard to make real, comments on this until we actually see it in action, which won't be for like fucking 8 months.
Which is stupid. Whatever. Because everyone would like to see a full overtime just be like this. I'm just saying.
So this is both teams get the ability to possess the football. So basically the only change to the rule is that if the first team scores a touchdown, the other team gets the ball. If the first team to possess the ball scores a field goal, it's just like before, and the other team scores a touchdown, and they win.
Yeah.
Just like before. Field goal from the other team, they tie, they keep going, next team to score wins. just like before, and it's sudden death, no clock. So I'm cool with that. That's fine with me. Honestly, I think it'd be fun if they like counted up, like soccer, and then you could like see like how much longer it took, just for like the people like me, and then you could just put like in the ESPN like bottom line like +7 or like +8 or like whatever, like or however long it took. That's just stupid. Whatever. But I'm here for it. Like the first reactions that I heard today were from NFL Live, from Booger and Swagoo. No, those two are the same people.
No,
No, they're not.
no.
No, they're not. That was correct. Both defensive guys, both defensive linemen, both of the opinion that a team's ability to put 11 men on defense against a team's 11 men on offense is an equal showing, which that might have been true in 2004 when those guys were playing in the trenches. That is not today. So
2004, you were in a not yet quite past.
Bro, Ray Lewis was liable to pick that bitch off and go back for 6.
Right.
Like Ed Reed was liable to pick that shit off on the other 20-yard line and run it 80 yards back the other way. That ain't happening today. Like, it's not happening today at all. Like, we just do not see that happening. When you do, it's the top play on Sports Center if it was.
Right.
I'm with these changes. I think they make it more, like, I hate to say it, it's more entertaining, but that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about a product. We're talking about something people put out in front of people. And guess what I didn't enjoy? The ending of their products. Much like the rest of the products in this world who can't seem to figure out how to end a story. The NFL couldn't figure out how to end a game. I proposed the same thing I said last time when we talked about this.
And I know Chiefs.
You imagine if it was the top of the 10th and the Dodgers fans, imagine that the Braves hit a grand slam top of the 10th. And they're like, oh, Braves scored. Game's over. People would lose their fucking minds. Imagine if you were playing an NBA game in the playoffs. Tip off.
First basket. 3.
Steph Curry nails a 3 from the fucking logo. Game over. 5 seconds into overtime. What? No. Play an extra period. That's the whole point of overtime. Overtime is not sudden death. That is a misconception. That is a football misconception, because guess what? NCAA and high school don't play like this. Football, I will again say, is the only sport in America that does not have unified overtime rules.
Yeah.
And until they do something about it, I'm going to keep poking holes in that shit until that. But
they just need unified rules in general. I prefer the NFL.
Yes. Like,
NFL's PI rules much better.
They're playing 3 different games. It
like college pass interference, 15 yards. No. Give me all that yardage I was supposed to get.
Hey, hit that guy. Hey, targeting, you're out of the game. Not in the pros. Cool. 15-yard penalty. Thanks for playing. Keep playing. Don't hit him as hard next time.
You get 2 because that's unsportsmanlike, and you get 2. So
yeah, but when the fuck did they ever call that? To the level of targeting, to the level of how much targeting is called in college football. I don't think those calls are levied as much in the NFL.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, it happens on spare occasion, but at least
it also doesn't get the reaction from the crowd. How many dudes have been ejected on double technicals in the NFL?
Right.
Where, like dudes get a targeting call and the whole place goes nuts in college. Buck says thoughts on Hard Knocks with the Detroit Lions.
I'm not interested.
Depends on who they get in the draft.
I'm not interested. I get to see you're telling me John Dorsey on Hard Knocks. Okay, the most interesting thing about that is going to be Dan Campbell on Hard Knocks. I really don't care. Like, give me it. It's not like they're the Browns who have just drafted this rookie quarterback who they're hoping to take to the next. We'll take them to the next level. They're going to be drafting a defensive player, and they're so far away from being anything. I don't care.
Well, I agree with you there, man. And as we wrap up the show, I got to throw up one picture. Look, it's me with the World Series trophy, guys. I saw it. It's the World Series trophy and me. And I took it home, and I stole it like Danny Ocean taught me how to do. and it was great. And I can't show you guys the trophy because then they would actually know it's here. But I did steal it. It's mine now. Okay, we're gonna end the show. We're gonna do a little pack opening. Got a little pack of 2021-22 basketball cards. Oh man, Luca on the front. Let's see. Matt, we got some rookies in here, man. Who are you looking for rookies this year?
The rookie of the year, and you better send that card to me.
Oh, yeah? All right. We're going to start at the front. All right. You got Jaden McDaniels.
Okay.
Little Blake Griffin. Oh, upside down. Is that Reggie Jackson, Clippers? Okay. Well, Darius Baisley, underrated with the Thunder.
Yes,
Love
he
him.
is underrated.
He's so good. Devontae Graham, Pelicans. In his Hornets jersey, though.
Carmelo.
That's Robert Covington. Brooke Lopez.
They're off screen. They're off screen. They're off screen, Colin.
Huh?
They're off screen. There we go.
Kevin Porter. Goran Dragic. Who's that? Aaron Gordon.
Really underwhelming pack so far.
Luka. Love a Luka. Wendell Carter Jr. The rookies are at the back.
Okay.
Norman Powell. Cole Anthony.
Okay. Upside down.
Malcolm Brogdon. Ooh. Basundo Campazzo. Gordon Hayward. Terrence Mann. Tyler Hero. Kevin Love. Jordan Clarkson. RJ Hampton. Are we getting to the rookies? Here we go. Isaiah Todd. Sharif Cooper. Keon Johnson. Cameron Thomas, also known as Cam Thomas.
Okay, that one needs to be sent to me because that's my brother.
Monte Morris with the Nuggets is the parallel. A Magicians. Look at this Giannis insert card.
Oh, my God.
Little speckles on it and shit. And then a Scotty Lewis non-numbered rookie card. Wow. Folks.
I need the Cam Thomas because literally my brother's name is Cameron Thomas, and it'd be hilarious to say, I got your rookie card.
Well, you can have it. Folks, that's the show. You know what? National championship game Monday night. Might go up after that. Might say what's up. Do a little review.
That's Monday.
That's
maybe because I got work the next morning. I'm off on this Sunday. Yeah, I'm off Monday, but I work Sunday. But I work Tuesday.
All right. Well, folks, you'll see us when we see us. Matt, run down what we have coming to folks on this glorious channel.
Well, if you haven't already watched it, my review for Moon Knight is up. I will not say much more besides that. I am really excited to share that with y'all. I just gotta look at this beautiful thumbnail, man. I mean, come on, Moon Knight. That review is up. Really excited about it. It's cool. Tomorrow night, my review for Morbius will be up. Yeah, I got to sit through that tomorrow. That'll be interesting. Yeah, that's finally coming out. It's not an April Fool's joke. It's finally happening. And then we got a little partnership going on right now. April 29th to May 1st, for those of you in the Cleveland area or near the Cleveland area, Fan Expo is coming to Cleveland, formerly known as Wizard World Comic-Con. Tickets start at $37 for adults and are $12 for kids. You can go ahead and get tickets for a discounted price up until April 14th and come and enjoy this beautiful con. All these awesome characters on the screen, right? As you see them. All of those talents will be here. That's right. Your Kevin Smith, your Jason Mewes, Katie Sackhoff, Ron Perlman, William Shatner, Roger Bumpus, Mark Shepard, Michael Rooker, Billy West, Sean Schimmel, and Christopher Sabat. All of them will be here in Cleveland, so be sure to check them out. And there'll be a ton
Oh my
of
God, Zach Aguilar, Bryce Pembroke, and Alex Lee from Demon Slayer are gonna be there. Oh my God, somebody go and get my Funko signed, please.
I'm going, but I don't know if I'll get your Funko signed. But yeah, we're really excited to be doing.
And Justin Brenner, David Maltranaga, basically the whole cast of My Hero Academia. Jeanette Barney, the voice of Korra from Legends of Korra.
Yes.
Rob Paulson from frickin'
Animaniacs. Yeah.
The voice. Oh, you fucking buried the lead, my guy.
What?
My guy. You buried the lead here, sir.
How?
Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, will be there. Nolan North, the voice of Uncharted. Fucking what? Nathan Drake himself. The voice actors are on display, folks.
Yeah, the voice
Do
actors
yourselves
are
a
on
favor. Get some tickets.
Yeah.
Now.
But yeah, be sure to check out all that. It's going to be a great time. I should mention the rest of the Clerks cast is there also, which is what I'm excited
Theo
for.
Rossi and Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy.
Yes. So
also Theo Rossi from Luke Cage.
Yes. So it's a lot going on. It's going to be a ton of fun. And if you decide to go, you might see some of us there. So with that, Colin, take us out.
Folks, it's been great. It's been fun. We had basketballs, footballs, soccer balls, and all. So this has been another episode of Real Sports, and we'll see you next time.